it's time for yoga. So this video is part 2, Pigeon Pose Variations. These ones are a little bit stronger, a little bit more dynamic, so if they're not for you, feel free to just watch the video at first, and then you can try the poses when you're ready. I'll also say that I am by no means an expert in these particular yoga pose variations of Pigeon Pose. I'm still learning, so every day my practice improves, just because I keep practicing those poses. So we'll start lying on our back. Make your way down nice and steady, extending arms and legs, tuning into your breathing, bringing your awareness from any outside distractions onto your mat and into your body. So as I said with the last video, with these practices you have permission to choose. So if something feels a little bit too challenging or it doesn't feel good for your body, know that that's okay. And you have the permission to be able to tweak or adjust the pose as it feels good for you. All right, right knee up into your chest. Grab a hold of the top of the shin, draw the knee tight in towards you. Little stretch for the hips. Keep the breathing as natural and as rhythmical as you can. And take the right knee a little wider alongside the ribs. Pull it close, pull it low if that's comfortable. See my synchro toes working. Synchronous Sumi always had us pointing our toes. I can't get out of that habit. All right, extend the right leg. Let's bring in the left. The knee bends, tighten to the chest, give yourself a squeeze. So the initial mobilization and warm up for the hips is just to get them moving before we attempt pigeon pose. Take the left knee to the outside of your ribs, pull it close, pull it low if that's comfortable. And notice how it hasn't changed the position of my right hip. I'm not letting the left knee affect the right hip. I'm concentrating on keeping that leg long along the mat. Good, all right, both knees up into the chest, hands on the knees, and we're going to do those same knee circles. So I'm going to go wide, extend, pull back together, and into the chest. So we'll take 2 in each direction. And then when you've done your 2, reverse. Maybe you start to soften the pressure of the fingertips on the knees and let the knees and the legs do a bit more of the work. Good, well done. Rock yourself up to seated. Roll over into a tabletop position. Hands underneath the shoulders, shoulder distance apart. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up, and then walk back into downward facing dog, into your upside down V. All right, so you can bend and extend opposite leg, getting a little bit of length in the back of the leg here. Before you take your right leg, lift it up and back, bend the right knee, bring the heel in towards your hips, and let's take a knee circle on the right side. So keeping the knee bent, pull it to the chest, take it out wide, and to the starting position. One more time, knee to chest, out wide, back to the start. All right, normal pigeon first. Keep the knee tight, bent into the chest, and then bring your right knee towards your right wrist. Place the knee down, lower leg along the mat. Either the ankle is close to your left wrist or a little further away. Take your left leg, inch it back along the mat until you can find a comfortable position. Shoulders are forward, hips are forward, and the back for the time being is long. And I quite like to use my hands and my hips just to guide me into position. So watch out for the back hips swinging. The shoulders should be facing the short edge of your mat. Okay, so this is normal pigeon. For floating pigeon, a little stronger, bring your hands back onto the mat. Tuck your back toe, straighten the back leg. So you really need to firm up the thigh and the glutes. And then when you're ready, lighten the pressure on your fingertips and lift the body back up. So floating pigeon, back leg is really active and working. Hands can come on the hips, or if you want to deepen your back bend, swing the hands up, palms together, thumbs back, look back. Make sure you're still breathing. Good. Gently bring the hands down, well done. Okay, palms on the ground, lift up with the shoulders, step back into your downward facing dog, take another little walk, bring movement back into the joints. Then we'll take our left leg, lift it up and back, bend the left knee, bring the heel towards the hips. Let's take 2 knee circles on the left side. Knee to chest, out wide, and back up. One more time. Knee to chest, out wide, back up. All right. Knee to chest now, keep it bent. Roll forwards to plank. Left knee towards your left wrist, right foot close to your left ankle close to your right wrist, if that made any sense to you. Inch the right leg away. Find comfort, hips and shoulders square. So use the hands on the hips if you need to guide them. You will have a little bit of a back bend, but just keep the abdominal muscles engaged. Good. So normal pigeon on the left leg. Same for floating pigeon. The hands come back to the floor. Tuck your back toe. Fire up the back leg so that the glutes and the thigh engage. And when you're ready, walk the hands up, shoulders over the hips. Same thing. Hands can stay on the hips while the chest is forward, or you can bring the palms together, reach up and overhead, bend in the elbows, deepening your back bend, and breathe. Good, well done. Bring the hands back to the mat, palms on the ground, lift up, step back, and walk out your downward facing dog. Hips high, heels low, shoulders relaxed. Good, all right. Take a look towards your thumbs. We're gonna hop towards our hands or step, and then roll up to standing position. Take your time, slowly lift, loop back the shoulders when you get to the top, and we're standing. Okay, I'm gonna do this sideways on, and then return to the side edge of my mat. So for standing pigeon, it's a balance pose. I'm spreading my right toes wide as I take the weight into my right foot and softening the right knee. When I'm ready, the left foot is going to lift and I'm going to bring the ankle across my right knee. Take the left knee wide and sink the hips back. Good. Hands come into prayer in the center of your chest. Chest stays up, the back is long, and I sink back into standing pigeon. This is a balance pose. Good, well done. So hold that if you can. Let me show you from the side. The weight is over my right leg, lifting the left, ankle comes across the knee, drawing the belly button in, sitting back into my hips and my weight's in my heel, and the hands in the center of the chest. The leg that you have lifted, you can flex that foot, point the toe, or go halfway in between if that feels good. Lower ribs draw in, belly button pulls in, shoulders still relaxed. Good, well done. Gently rise yourself up. And we'll do the same on the other foot. So again, I'll show you from the front and then side on. So left toes, spreading them wide, softening the knee, taking the balance over the left leg. Right leg starts to hover up and the ankle comes across your left knee. The hips start to sit back, chest stays up, hands in the center of the chest. Slowly lower the hips for your standing pigeon. Balance poses help to work on your focus and your concentration, as well as strengthening your standing leg. So from the side, it looks like this. Weight over the left leg, right ankle on the knee, hips sit back and down. And pause. Good. And just think about firming your shoulder blades onto your back, drawing in the lower ribs, belly button in firm as you hold your balance. Excellent. Slowly rise up, walk out your standing leg. Give the legs a little wriggle if you need to. Now a little bit more advanced is flying pigeon. And if I hold this for a split second, I'll be impressed because it's really quite challenging. We come into this from standing pigeon. So here I've got my ankle across my knee, sitting my hips back, and I'm getting ready to place my hands on the mat. So on the journey down, I need to bend my standing leg, and the lifted leg, I'm wrapping around the top of the arms. Now I'm finding my balance in my hands, spreading my fingertips wide, and getting ready to lift my back foot off the floor. There we go. Just for a second. Now if that's all you manage today, then that is perfect. That's still quite a challenge. Just lift. Good, and tap down. Okay, let's try the same on the other side. I will say that the full expression of that pose, which I can't master just yet, is that the leg that's lifted is extended behind you. It looks very elegant, but it's a bit too challenging for me today. So opposite leg, we need to do everything on both legs. Find your balance. You're here, I'm out of breath. Slowly sink down, getting ready to place the hands on the mat and the lower leg on my upper arms. Now I might not be as elegant with this one. Spreading the fingers wide, yes. There we go. Finding a point of focus, fix your gaze, and when you're ready, tap down. Good. All right, so if you managed to master that, fantastic, well done. If you didn't, don't worry. Balance poses, especially on the hands, are really challenging. So if you just needed to watch the video first time round, that's great. Let's make our way lying down, slowly easing onto your back, allowing the breathing and the heart rate to slow. We're going to finish with a reclined pigeon. Right ankle across the left knee, right knee wide, reaching through towards the left thigh and sinking back. So bring your focus back to your breathing. If you found those last few poses challenging, chances are the breathing rate would be elevated right now, and that's okay. It means your body's worked hard. And when you work to slow your breathing, your heart rate will slow too. All right, let's change legs. So release the left thigh, place the right foot on the floor, bring your left ankle to your right knee, send the left knee wide. Reaching through towards the right thigh, drawing the knee towards your chest, and lying back. You're welcome to close your eyes here as we start to slow down in preparation for the final relaxation. And after a few deep breaths in the reclined pigeon, gently release your right thigh, untuck your left ankle, step both feet out, long legs, give them a little wriggle if you need to, and then let the toes fall out to the side, relaxing your arms down alongside your hips, palms up. Maybe take a bit of movement in your shoulders and in your head so you're lying really comfortably. Close your eyes or lower your gaze. And take this time to reflect on any poses that you may just have attempted. Know that yoga is a practice, not a perfection. And that there are so many variations and so many options available to you that you can pick and choose. And each day, each practice might be different to the last. So always keep an open mind. Stay here as long as you like or as long as you need to. Maybe you're wrapping it up for the day or you wish to start another video. And when you're ready, you can slowly roll to your side, open your eyes and wrap up your practice. Thank you for joining me, and I hope I will see you again soon.